Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-1. Michael Harris grabbed 3 base knocks as Atlanta pulled away from the Rays 6-5. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Marlins totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-2. The Padres held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. Zach Veen dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 12-2. He has now hit safely in 11 straight games. The Diamondbacks knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 3-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined for a 4-hitter as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Colorado Rockies picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 8-5. Gavin Lux grabbed 3 runs driven in, helping the Cubs get past the Yankees 4-3. The Boston Red Sox put together 10 total hits as they went home with a walk-off against the Athletics 4-3. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-3. The Guardians broke up their 5-game losing skid as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-3. Casey Mize collected his 8th win overall as the Tigers wiped out the Blue Jays 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Joey Wentz grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Twins defeated the Orioles 3-2. The Mariners sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 11-6. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Padres 8-3. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Redbirds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Nats 7-2. Heading into the day, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, and the Nationals are in 4th place in the NL East. The Braves combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-0. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, the Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 3-2. The Atlanta Braves launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-2. The Chicago White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-1. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Jerome Hester picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping lead the Diamondbacks to a victory over Atlanta 5-1. The Metropolitans had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-2. The Milwaukee Brewers got 18 hits as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 12-1. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-0. The Cleveland Guardians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 8-1. The Rockies starting pitcher, number 80, pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Rockies defeated Miami 7-4. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Bo Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-1. The Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Braves in walk-off fashion 5-4. The St. Louis Cardinals snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. The Cincinnati Reds swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 8-4. The Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 2-1. The Orioles hit 3 long balls as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 14-7. The Detroit Tigers racked up 11 hits as a team as they made short work of the Padres 9-3. The White Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-0. Mike Trout sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, helping the Angels get a win over Pittsburgh 11-1. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-0. Luis Urias drove in 3 as Seattle defeated Toronto 4-1. He is currently riding a 12-game hitting streak. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Nationals in Washington 2-1. The Metropolitans combined for 4 total home runs as they pummeled the Yankees 9-2. Ryan Burr got his 3rd win this season as the Rays pushed past the Marlins 5-4. The Baltimore Orioles put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-1. Matt Whistler got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen, helping the Red Sox take care of the Braves 4-3. Jesus Sanchez was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Brewers took care of the Reds 6-5. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 1-0. The Dodgers left fielder, number 95, had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, helping the Dodgers grab the win over the Blue Jays 6-4. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-5. The Giants put up 16 hits on the day as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 10-3. The Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-0. The Kansas City Royals picked up 14 hits in total as they got the extra inning victory against the Guardians 8-7. The Angels combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 8-3. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-3. They now have 6 straight victories. The Houston Astros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-4. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. In other The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals smacked 15 team hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-5. Austin Riley had a big fly with 5 driven in, leading the Braves past the Brewers 5-2. As of today, he is leading the National League in home runs. The Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. The Pirates starting pitcher, number 43, earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, as the Pirates got the best of the Phillies 6-5. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they crushed the Cubs 13-1. Matt Tabor earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Diamondbacks by the Mariners 2-1. Victor Mesa Jr. smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Athletics claimed the victory over the Rockies 5-2. Blair Cross got win number 1 on the year as the Reds pushed past the Dodgers 4-2. Nick York only had the double left to complete the cycle, helping the Rangers take care of the Padres 6-5. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. Scott Barlow grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen as the Giants beat the Red Sox 3-2. The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Mets total Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, Brendan Rodgers had 3 hits in the contest, leading the Mets past the Nationals 2-1. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. In the standings, the Mets sit in first place in the National League East division, while the Nationals are 4th in the division. The Braves totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 9-2. As of right now, the Braves sit in 3rd place in the National League East division, while the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central. The Marlins' first baseman, number 9, was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, as the Marlins took care of Detroit 4-2. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Heading into the day, the Marlins sit atop the NL East, while the Tigers sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. The Philadelphia Phillies combined for 10 hits as a team, as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 4-3. At the start of the day, the Pirates are in 2nd place in the NL Central, while the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. The St. Louis Cardinals went deep 4 times as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 13-5. In the standings, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are 3rd in the division. The Diamondbacks earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-1. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in 4th place in the National League West, while the Mariners are in 2nd place in the AL West. The A's completed a 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-5. Heading into the day, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West division, and the Athletics are in last place in the AL West. The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they stomped the Brewers 7-1. The Angels grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. Peyton Burdick was out of his mind with 3 home runs and 7 driven in, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 14-5. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. Xander Bogaerts totaled 3 hits while driving in 4 as the Friars took care of the Rockies 4-2. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Corbin Burns collected his 5th win in relief as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 5-4. The Blue Jays starting pitcher, number 76, got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 4-2. The Tampa Bay Rays swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 10-8. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Guardians 6-2. The Mariners got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-1. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals put up 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 10-5. The Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they manhandled the Mets, 7-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim racked up 11 hits as a team as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves, 5-3. Yency Almonte grabbed his second win of the year, helping the Marlins take care of the Phillies, 4-3. The Cincinnati Reds had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, 6-3. The Detroit Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park, 9-8. The Minnesota Twins halted their 6-game losing streak as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 7-5. The Colorado Rockies broke up their 5-game losing skid as they bested the visiting Padres 4-2. Mookie Betts launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the boys in blue took care of Oakland 11-7. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. The San Francisco Giants combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-2. The Blue Jays tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-5. The New York Yankees snapped their 7-game losing streak as they beat the visiting Rays 5-4. The Guardians totaled 11 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-1. The Seattle Mariners TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the New York Mets got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-7. The Marlins starting pitcher, number 22, got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, Steven Wilson won his first game of the season, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 2-1. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 9-3. The Phillies put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. The Atlanta Braves combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-1. The Orioles It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 9-5. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 2-0. Darren Bean collected the victory in his 12th win, helping lead the Cubbies to a victory over the Mets 8-2. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Reds starting pitcher, number 32, fell short of the shutout but pitched into the ninth inning, not allowing any runs, helping lead the Reds to victory over the Marlins, 5-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Braves, 4-0. Tanner Reyes collected his first W this season, leading the Rockies to a win against Milwaukee, 2-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona, 3-0. The Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals, 9-5. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg, 5-1. The Baltimore Orioles amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros, 7-2. The White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the visiting Yankees, 8-3. The Toronto Blue Jays swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland, 7-4. The Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit, 6-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Angels combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants, 3-2. The Texas Rangers hit 3 long balls as they defeated the A's in Oakland, 4-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the Mariners, 2-1. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, Tyler Rogers got his second W of the season, helping the Nationals get a victory against Oakland, 5-2. Also out of the nation's capital, right fielder Joey Meneses has been placed on the 10-day injured list. They're calling it a sprained MCL. The Miami Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Yankees, 3-0. Ronald Acuna Jr. had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets, 11-6. He is among the National League leaders in stolen bases. The Twins starting pitcher, number 83, picked up win number 8 this year as the Twins took care of the Phillies, 1-0. The Buccos picked up 14 hits in total as they ran over the Reds, 12-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Padres, 8-6. The Dodgers left fielder, number 95, swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado, 4-3. Tyler Glasnow collected his 8th win in relief, leading Texas past San Francisco, 4-2. The Rays totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Guardians, 4-2. The Blue Jays tallied 5 home runs overall as they crushed the Cubs 9-1. The Tigers amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 12-9. The Chicago White Sox got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the Brewers at home 9-6. The Cardinals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 1-0. David Bednar collected win number 3 this year, leading the Astros to victory against the Angels 2-1. Xavier Edwards was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Orioles defeated the Mariners 7-6. He is currently the triples leader in the American League. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Keibert Ruiz was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-1. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting off in the National League East, Luis Severino collected his 8th win overall, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets, 2-1. Brady Singer put together a complete game effort and gave up only 2 earned runs in the process, but still was tagged with the loss on the mound. The Phillies launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-4. Shane Bieber got the W while striking out 16, leading the Padres past the Marlins 10-1. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. The Pirates combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 1-0. Dane Dunning grabbed win number 9 this year as the Rangers were winners over the Diamondbacks 5-3. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Yankees had 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 9-7. The Pittsburgh Pirates hit 3 long balls as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 10-5. Justin Foscue had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Reds were winners over the Diamondbacks 5-3. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 10-3. The Tampa Bay Rays racked up 11 hits as a team as they toppled the Rockies 9-3. The Oakland Athletics snapped their 5-game losing. Great Sunday. It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season, and that, of course, means rosters have been expanded. Major League teams can now carry 28 players, so we'll be seeing some fresh faces making their debuts in today's games. But before that all gets underway, here's what happened in the final day of August. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves only allowed 2 hits in the game as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-0. The Padres left fielder, number 82, drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 5-3. The Detroit Tigers totaled 11 hits as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Yankees 3-2. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did.